Episode 6 comes to you with my Dave Ramsey goatee. Welcome everyone to episode 006 of the Ask Jason Gelios Show. I am your host, Jason Gelios, Michigan Realtor here. Hey, I want to thank everyone who has submitted questions. I try to answer a couple questions per show to kind of keep this nice and short, but I do chop up each part and put it on my YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, go to YouTube and search Jason Gelios or click on the link below, and I'll have that there where you can instantly subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on the content that I put out. I try to put out content pretty much every day. This show gets uploaded every Thursday evening usually, so I appreciate everyone watching. Somebody was asking me what are some things that I should be aware of in the dead of winter, and so I'm going to share with you 6 January fast fixes that you can do. You should be keeping an eye on these anyway, but let's get into this. So number 1, give heaters a hand. So you should make sure that heaters, cold air returns, all that stuff are clean. The vents are free of debris. There's nothing in there. It's nice, open, working properly. And if you haven't gotten your furnace tuned up in the fall, get it done. It doesn't hurt. Make sure that everything's flowing nice and smooth. Number 2, organize loose paperwork. This may not be right on the house, like a window or something like that, but you should be keeping some paperwork for your house in terms of the receipts for any repairs that you've done, the windows, things like that. But get rid of old papers, get rid of old clutter, because that just clouds your mind. So, okay, now number 3, prevent burst pipes. This is if you are selling your home and it's empty. Let's say it's a second home that you're selling, or you just have a regular home, like a cottage, as we say up north in Michigan. Make sure that the inside temperature is above at least 32. I would actually go 40 or more to make sure that your pipes don't burst. Now you can winterize a house, sure, but if you have a second home and you're not there often, maybe only in the summertime, make sure that the temperature is at least above freezing, because that way pipes won't burst. Things freeze, it gets very, very cold, and if it stays cold, that can cause damage to the plumbing. So make sure that you do that. Easy fix, just to keep your temperature up a little bit. Okay, number 4, adjust your floodlights. You know, floodlights outside, you want to make sure that in general all year round, but especially in the wintertime where it gets darker earlier and things like that, it's usually, especially around the holidays, it's more prone to burglars. And so what you want to make sure of is that the lights are angled to cover hidden spots. I personally don't like dark spots around the house where someone could hide from traffic or hide in there and then get into your house. So light up your house around, make sure that's not annoying to your neighbors, but nice soft lights all the way around that should discourage burglars, usually. Okay. Let's see here, number 5, keep your rooms cozy. If you have a cold room, you can put a draft blanket thing under each door. Home improvement stores sell these. It's just a strip where you open your door, slides under, keeps a lot of the draft in and out, whatever. So just make sure that you do that, and then also make sure that your windows are caulked right. Look for ice buildup on the inside. Sometimes that happens if there's a leak in the window seal. Small stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff. Some people can even do, especially on an older home, you can do the plastic film that goes right over the window, and it's just adhesive. It doesn't look the best, but it keeps drafts out. So, and then number 6, check radon levels. This is a great time come winter time, right? Which is right now actually, where you can get yourself a radon kit. A lot of counties, municipalities have these. Some home inspectors do this. The ones that I know do for an extra service, but and that tends to be a little bit more in depth. But you can get these radon kits, and it's a great time because wintertime, radon typically comes from the ground, I believe. So what happens is you can test for radon, and it's a lot more accurate in the wintertime when everything's sealed up. The house is sealed up as well. It should be sealed up. So always check for radon. It's always a good thing. I'll put that link in the comments, but I can share it right here too. It's epa.gov/radon, and they will share with you how to get a radon kit. So that's 6 January tips, fast fixes that you can do to improve energy and the overall situation of your house. I was recently asked, what are some of the worst home improvement jobs that I can do that will not give me much, if any, of a return on my investment? So on recent shows and videos, I've shared the top ROI projects that actually bring you money in. But here are 5 of the worst home improvement projects you can take on. Number 1, pools. Pools do not do much, if anything, for your value. Even if you get an in-ground pool that costs 20 to 60 grand and it's all fancy with the patio and everything like that, most pools are a deterrent to people, to home buyers. My thought on pools is that if you're getting it for yourself, if you're going to be in the house long term, awesome, do it for yourself. But if you're looking to sell, in my opinion, take it down. If it's an in-ground pool, you're pretty much stuck with it, and you'll have to just face that reality. So, number 2, home offices. I work in and out of my home, and I have a broker's office and all that, but in all reality, dedicated home offices, which can cost 10 to 20 grand if it's done right, are not appealing to home buyers, and they don't do anything for your home value. If you have a nice fancy home office, it's not going to do much, if anything, for a potential home buyer or your value. So home offices are pretty much going away. People are working at the kitchen table, off of laptops, inside Starbucks, wherever. It's just, home offices are going away. Number 3, this one's kind of surprising to me, but I get it. Sunrooms. Sunrooms are nice if they're done right. Absolutely. They give you a little more space. They're nice and cozy, but they don't do anything for your value. And oftentimes they come with higher maintenance costs, and they can be deemed as ugly to a potential buyer. So do sunrooms do anything for your home value? No. Quite honestly, they're a waste unless you're going to be there long term. Number 4, dedicated master suites. So, large master suites that are all nice and fancy, and you don't want to spend a lot of money there. If anything, quite honestly, do paint, do basics. The grand master suite is not appealing, and it's not going to do anything for your value. Home buyers aren't going to walk in and go, oh, wow, that's a great master suite. People are spending less and less time in that room, and the open floor plan, the open living room, the open kitchen, tile, everything open. That is what is appealing, and so the master suite that is grand is going away. Number 5, garages. Believe it or not a lot of people like an oversized garage. Now, in Macomb County, what I've seen is a lot of newer subdivisions, they're not being allowed sheds. Sheds can often be ugly. They can be, although they're, some are really nice these days, but a lot of municipalities are getting away from sheds when new subdivisions and homes are being built. So I've seen more 3-car garages, but overall, it doesn't do much for your value. A home with a 3-car garage is not going to be dramatically more compared to a house that has a 2.5 garage. It's a rare, small amount of home buyer that's going to be looking for that extra garage space. It costs more to heat. Keep in mind what's above the garage too. Costs more to heat, and overall it costs more money than it does. So you won't get much back, if any, from a larger garage. So those are the 5 worst home improvement jobs that you can do on a house. That concludes episode 006 of the Ask Jason Gelios Show. I am Jason Gelios. I bring this to you weekly with value and content that is provided to me as I go throughout my week doing real estate. So I want to thank everyone for submitting your questions, whether you're emailing it to me or you're going to my website, It's all about the realestate.com and submitting it into the form on the Ask Jason Gelios Show page. I appreciate it. Please like, comment, and share this video because this is valuable. This is information that is coming from a professional, and I like to share this and get this out there. So wherever you're watching it, on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, wherever you're watching it, on my website, it's allabouttherealestate.com, which it goes there first, by the way, so you might want to subscribe. But basically, thank you for watching, and make it a great week. Hey, so you just watched my episode. Don't miss out. Subscribe today. Click on the link if you're watching this on YouTube, or the link in the comments. Okay, and if you haven't commented about the video, comment. I want your subscriptions.